but hi guys. My name is Caitlin Moose, and this is the first time I've been live in, I think I just looked at my channel and it said 8 years, and that was like a one-off. So it took me a second to figure out what was happening, and I'm still learning, so thanks for your patience. But Happy New Year! It's January 1st, 2026. I, of course, still have my Christmas tree up. Who knows when that will come down, honestly. It's given me so much joy. I got it up, I think, the first week of November, or like at the very end of the first week. So it's been up a while, and it's brought me a lot of joy at the end of 2025. But I do hope that you guys had a good 2025 and are ready to step into 2026. So why a live stream to start us out? Interesting. I saw a video some time ago from Alex Hormozi. And if you're unfamiliar with him or his wife, Layla, they're both entrepreneurs. They run acquisition.com, and they make a lot of free content here on YouTube that talks a lot about that entrepreneurial lifestyle and how to build a business. But something that he said really struck me. I don't always watch his content. And again, I don't remember exactly what this video was, but he was talking about going all in on live streaming. And I thought that was really interesting. His reasoning for it was because of celebrity and recognizability and how people are really connecting to those that are showing up as authentically as possible. And, you know, social media like is the new celebrity, which I think is always a fascinating thing we find ourselves in 2026. For a lot of reasons. Well, it's one of those where, okay, no, I'm gonna have to start. Who am I? What's happening here? Hi, I'm Caitlin. If you're new to this channel or just don't know what's happening, I moved to Los Angeles for acting, now a filmmaker, and I want to use this channel to talk a lot about the film industry and things that I'm learning in my pursuit of that. So even when I was looking to do more acting things, I always knew that being this like big A-list celeb with all of the fame that came with that was kind of scary and maybe not really the goal, because not being able to walk down a street without people harassing you just doesn't sound like a good time to me. But that being said, I also always knew that those were the roles that I wanted, right? If you're going to be the lead in a film, people will know who you are. So that was always kind of, a weird thing to try to figure out, like, okay, then what is it that I'm after? Now that I'm more to the filmmaking side or building a business side, social media has grown so much, especially since I think 2020, when lockdown was happening. A lot of people really became focused on social media in a way that was different. And I'm really sorry if you're hearing my neighbors right now out in the hallway. They've been arguing a little bit out there. And I was like, no, I have to get this done, because that's another thing I want in 2026, is to keep promises to myself. And I always say I'm going to do this. And so I wanted to do this. I have no clue how the audio quality is. This is my first time using the DJI mics that's plugged in here. So I really hope that everything is working okay. But back to celebrity and fame, I don't think it's about fame so much as brand recognition. And when you're building a brand online, people really are consuming social media in a way that makes people and their personal brands relevant. So I think what Alex Hormozi was really getting at was how we're able to use Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any of these things like Twitch, really to gain an audience, to gain people that know, like, and trust who we are. And I forgot where he said he was at an event, and it was kind of like the A-list celebs got some applause, and then maybe it was like the podcast people doing very long form content, like 3-hour shows, got even more applause because they're even more well known. And then people went nuts for these live streamers because you're just spending so much time with them. The reason I personally am interested in the live stream is because I have been trying to do YouTube for over 10 years now. I keep coming back to it. It's a platform that I do believe in and would like to form a community here, because it is a platform that I probably spend the most time on as well. So it just makes sense for me, especially going into the film industry and things like that too. I mean, I think the video format lends itself well. Um, that being said, I do find myself getting stuck in, everybody talks about consistency. You've got to have consistency and show up consistently, right? Of course, that makes sense. Um, one of the reasons I think I've had trouble sticking to that is the editing process. I can have like ideas for videos that I really like, be able to sit down and film them and feel okay. And I have the power, I have the capability of editing them. I've edited short films before. I, use Premiere Pro now, although that's another thing I'd like to learn how to use DaVinci Resolve this year. But yeah, I know how to edit. It's just one of those where, because I know how much time is going to be put into it and how much hard drive space, just all of these things have kind of been a mental barrier for me jumping in. And then I realized the videos that I've really become accustomed to watching on YouTube actually are the ones that are more just sit down and talking to a camera. And I know that some people, if you don't watch this live and you watch it in the replay, a lot of people, myself included, would watch it at 2 times speed. But that way I can just feel like I'm sitting down with someone and we're chatting. In fact, I was definitely always one of those people that watched at double speed, and I'm trying to very purposely not do that anymore because of how much social media and content online we are consuming. I think that's one of the things that people said is a trick you can do. Not a trick, but just to make your consumption more meaningful and intentional, is to just listen at normal speed, just like we would actually be having a conversation. You have to listen to me, because I think that double speed, one, takes away from comprehension a lot, and then two, just makes us so impatient and on for the next thing. So that's something that I'm going to be working on in 2026, is feeling more grounded and relaxed and honestly able to take up space. I think that's another mental block coming here on YouTube, is feeling like, well, no one's going to want to listen to what I have to say, and I don't have the experience to show X, Y, and Z. And I just kind of had to say, you know what? Yeah, of course. Like when you first start out, who's going to be watching? That's okay. I don't know how the quality of what these first couple of live streams or videos are even going to be. So that needs to be okay as well. But this is good practice for me, showing up, like I said, showing up for myself, keeping promises to myself, and hopefully I can really find my voice through these videos. And if you guys have things that you're really interested in, I definitely want to start building a community here, because I really see myself moving more into the independent filmmaking space. And I know that community is just the only way that that gets done. I have some other video ideas about that, but I'll just say for now, with these live streams, I've kind of given myself a couple of different challenges for them. I would like them to be over 10 minutes long. So right now I'm at about 9 minutes, which I'm very surprised by. But yeah, I just want them to be over 10 minutes. A huge reason for this is I wanted to get consistent videos out so that I could get monetized on YouTube. If you've seen some other videos, I was once upon a time monetized on YouTube, and then it went away because they changed the parameters. And I said, no, I got like one paycheck from YouTube, and then I was canceled, disqualified, no longer part of the YouTube partner program. I think, what is it now? It's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And I am relatively close to the 1,000 subscribers, but I knew with watch time, that's why, again, I wanted to have not longer videos just for the sake of having long videos, but just being able to take my time and have something substantial for people to watch. That's a huge reason I want to have my podcast. I'm a big fan of those 2 to 3 hour podcasts, like I mentioned. I also consume those. So starting something like that to where people could even have the watch hour time as they're watching to hopefully hit those metrics this year. I will say though, when I was coming online here, I ran into a bit of a snag. It said, I didn't realize this. It said before I went live that these videos for people under 1,000 subscribers aren't going to save or something, where maybe they'll save private and I could publish it, but it almost made it sound like it wouldn't even be available for me to publish later. So I thought that was interesting. So we'll see what happens when I stop playing this. I honestly don't even see a thing that shows how I can get out of it. How fun for me. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of learning. I may then, if I am unable to publish this so that people can watch later, go just to videos without editing that'll kind of have the same feel, just talking on a certain topic, but just without the edits until I can kind of get the hang of this. This is kind of how I want to show up right now. So I hope you're excited. If you have any thoughts about film and things that you want me to talk about, please leave them in the comment section or chat with me on Instagram. It's just my name, Caitlin Moose. You can see it there in the username, how to spell it. And I hope you have a very wonderful 2026. Let's see if I can figure out how to end this. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. This is so embarrassing. You think there would just be like a stop button. Okay. You guys, I'm killing it. Let me tell you. I mean, I see where it says I'm live. That's sharing with the audience. I don't know how to leave. This is so silly. Oh, that's just me taking the video part away. Truly, truly how fun. I got nothing, you guys. Oh, and there is my couch. Enjoy. No, I literally don't know how to stop it. And this is what I mean by showing up without a plan, without knowing. Let's see if I can figure this out, shall we? How to end a live stream on YouTube on mobile. Look for the red end button. Nope, there's definitely not one of those. There's not one of those. I'm not that stupid. You know what it is? I should re-download the YouTube Studio app because this is just the YouTube app and I don't think it has the proper buttonage. But this is crazy. Let's see. Okay, this can't be the way that it ended, but I think it's ending now. So now that you've seen me be a fool for 2 minutes trying to end this, happy 2026.